Man, there is nothing to watch on YouTube no more. It's just slop on top of slop. I can't believe this! Okay, you know what? Let me go on my homepage just to prove myself right. Okay, dude, what the genuine sure, I guess? Let's break this down. We all grew up on cartoons. Some of us stuck with that love, watching it evolve into like animation YouTubers who blew up doing what they love. But how do they do it? What goes into making a hard-worked animation that actually pops off and people end up watching it? So I want to go out of my way and find this out. So here's the challenge. Start a brand new channel, pick a crazy story, record the voiceover, animate the whole thing, and upload and see what happens. But there's this one thing worth mentioning. On average, it takes about, what, a whole month to do this? But knowing me, I love a good challenge. So with that said, we're doing this in a whole week. Without further ado, let us begin. Oh, so we're serious now, okay. We're starting off day one strong, learning the basics and creating the style I want to apply for the set video on the channel. We need something that's both appealable to the eye as something very recognizable.
We're doing begin. Wait, we're doing begin.
Drawing a stickman can very much fit this description, as it's very easy to redraw with like different scenes. But to some, it may come off as like low efforty, so we won't be rolling with that. What we will do is draw sketch designs for a so-called persona.
Okay, so I need something very simple, very recognizable, and something that I can work with so I can actually get this going.
But for a challenge like this, you would eventually come across an obstacle.
Dude, I can't draw these hoodies, dude. Like, why did I just make myself naked?
And it goes without saying that in order to create great things, we can sometimes be missing a piece.
Why does it look like too easy to replicate?
And that means we have to seek inspiration from places. So we'll be pairing that up while we're piecing this art together.
It looks like a nostril. Hold on, let me see. Oh my god, this is gonna be so
And no, this is not multitasking for people asking. At least I think so, I don't even know. But back to the front. I was drawing concepts, going at it, when suddenly I had this eureka of a moment.
Wait. What if this accidental, like, squiggly that I drawn on top of his cap can actually be something that could be recognizable? Wait. I think I might be onto something. Big brain behavior, tell you what.
Let's see how that holds up.
Hold on, we might be onto something. Did my camera turn off? Oh, there's no way. Temperature too high. Well, I guess, you know, a time lapse incoming.
Now that we finalized the design, we can finally move on to making a thumbnail for this intro video of sorts. Oh, and the top corner thing you saw? Yeah, you're gonna see it quite a few times. You'll see why in a second.
Okay, but like, let's draw this in like a thumbnail setting. How would this look? Listen, we're in the phase of experimenting. If we want someone to click on our video, we need to be extravagant with our choice of lighting and how we decide to make our persona. Wait, I just realized it won't be embarrassing. What if I'm just copying someone's art style, like literally to the dot and the line? I really hope I'm not doing this, even though I'm seeping inspiration from like other people. That would actually be embarrassing. Holy shit.
And keep in mind that besides the video idea, the thumbnail is the most important. This is YouTuber Knowledge 101 for people who don't know.
Oh yeah, this is the part where I need to draw a realistic hand for a thumbnail. See, this is what I was talking about. This is why I hate drawing hands.
And look, most artists cannot be bothered to draw hands, and neither can I. Listen, I had my fair share of experience of those, I can speak. So we're just gonna find a suitable replacement with this. And mind you, this is still unique on its own.
This is peak comedy, I'll tell you what. Why don't I just draw a hyper-realistic eye? That would be so funny. Wait, that would be actually so funny. I can do that. God bless all the YouTubers who do tutorials for art, because listen, without them, I probably wouldn't even look like this as like a final result. So what I'm feeling right now is this part over here could be the problem because it does not match the thing you see on the side, okay? Might have to fix that. We're into some deep mud right now. I'm sorry, I gotta add like this nose. Wait, what if I just keep it in? I'm sorry. Wait, looking at it from this angle looks like a double barrel shotgun. You know, I'm just gonna edit like a shotgun just shooting up in my face. Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly that, what you just saw on the screen. But you might be like, oh, Sprake, you're just looking for an excuse to edit this. And I'd be like, yeah, I am. Like, I'm not even gonna hide it against you, I just do. Considering I'm kind of done with the thumbnail, listen, I do not want to keep y'all waiting on some boring stuff as some time lapses. So to make this even more entertaining, I'm just gonna show you the amount of grotesque I put into this thumbnail you're about to see.
And with all the sketches we made today and the thumbnail we completed, I think this is wraps for day one as a solid foundation it is. And now we can move on to day two.
Woo woo! Alright, boys, day 2. Now listen, let me tell you this. We've made some substantial progress when it comes to this animating thing. Because listen, we gotta learn how to do animation. You cannot be an animator in general if you don't know the basic principles. This is kind of what we're gonna use for a thumbnail and our character model. But now, we need to actually animate. Alright, I need to script write the video also. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, the preparation, fellas. This is what I'm talking about. I have like bare animation knowledge considering all these editing skills that I have. Well, why don't we just, work on that? Probably animate a head turn while I'm at it.
For this day in particular, we got a good head start with flying colors. That is what I would be saying if I knew how much work I'd be putting in for a simple intro sequence.
Dude, animating the head turn will be so hard. Holy, I just realized that. I need to do this pose that you see over here, the cap, and I need to do the whole body thing. Not to even mention the mouth. Oh yeah, I need to make like mouth poses. See, now I understand the pain animators have to go through when they're making videos.
So, no point in whining, we're getting to work immediately. At first, it was a bit of a struggle to have the image in my head on how to get the head rotation to look good. So, for the animators that can do that effortlessly, kudos to you.
I'd probably say this looks okay for the intro sequence, which I'm gonna give a bit of do-over, and now I gotta work on other scenes. Cause listen, honestly, I think I got it down.
Now, this moment in particular felt like a big jump in terms of skills I'm adding up, which only additionally pushed me to look up all sorts of animation tutorials to continue learning, alongside of course me coloring in the head turn I just made. Now that I think about it, everything is going flawlessly. Literally nothing can go wrong.
Whoa. My camera died.
Okay, I guess not. So, after that inevitable camera crash, I just used up that built-up angst to finish up coloring for the animation. And with the final result of the head turn animation completed, now we get to compile the video intro.
And now let's see a new project. And I was gonna copy over and it crashed.
Alright, I guess not. But whatever, a few complications later, we're back to scripting and video editing to actually start working on the video besides the art we just did.
So to do a bit of a head count for today, we animated our first sequence as a head turn. That went surprisingly well. We began editing the first intro part of the video, which again, we'll get into it in a hard chat that you just saw like a hot second ago. We're almost done with the script, which I'll complete by the end of the night. So all I'm gonna say is, fellas, I will be seeing you tomorrow for day 3. Chicka-pow! Alright, fellas. Day 3. Now listen, some of this will probably be a light work, because again, we kind of got the main foundation down. So as I said from the last day, we got the script done, we got the main animation done, and now we get to move on to continue on the progress of the video itself. And when you typically have a script, you normally read off of it. It's not even connected. Me, dude. And you might be wondering, Sprake, why do you have 2 types of microphones and not using this one? We did not want to get into that. So what you're seeing right now is behind the scenes footage whenever I had to record something, okay? Hit it. Since you clicked here, laugh right off the bat. Did I get this literally on the first try?
Since you clicked here, I want to thank you. Welcome to my first video ever.
I am literally the fucking goat.
While I was cutting up and clearing up unnecessary voice lines and outtakes, I was planning ahead on what I was going to draw on as an animation that will serve as a punchline. But it didn't go according to plan.
Now let me figure out how to put this rest of the part in. So with that said, I guess I won't be needing this. I assume. Now bring in the montage where I put the audio in and put little sketches for the drawings I'm about to make.
And the plan I mentioned was supposed to be me doing animations off-rip without no sketching and no references, so I had to take a few steps back.
I'm by no any means like a professional artist. There are some holes in my knowledge regarding this specifically. So again, I'll repeat this for like a few frames and just move along, I guess.
And by that, I mean looking at what I can use as my next visual to serve as a reference. And by some form of chance, I struck gold. But I'll let you guess what exactly it is until then.
So, let's do this, because listen, I really hope this guy doesn't sue me for a global dance move, I guess.
On top of all that, I was already thinking of what I should add to my video besides this, but of course more on that later. Now, the animation I was making turned out to be, and I'll let you guess what it is. If you had guessed a funny rotoscope of a breakdance, you'd be right. And I'm not sure if this counts as a rotoscope or, God forbid, tracing. Let me know down in the comments.
Mind you, this is the lengths I want to go for a video. So if that doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what does. I mean, does this theoretically count as a rotoscope if I do like this? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Maybe. I don't know.
Regardless, your boy got to animating with slight difficulties on adding smear frames and doing the work.
Alright, I think that's literally it. With all of that said, here's the final animation. And now we're gonna make other stills. So to clarify some stuff as of right now, finish the breakdance animation, we can put it in, we have the audio files, and I kind of need to make like a storyboard for the rest of the stuff, even though it's like a minute whole video. Damn, now that I think about it, animators make 20-minute long, like let's say episodes, and mine is just a minute long. I should probably start working on the storyboard.
And so I did. The ideas I had previously were just copy-pasted into the storyboard so I can look at it later when it's super crucial.
Here comes the fun part with my creativity. Alright, so this is the part where I pour my brains out when it comes to creativity for this editing, so transition into that.
Keep in mind, a lot of work still awaits us beyond this part of the journey, the reason simply being that I gotta tap into my YouTuber energy, which again, it's a hurdle on its own.
Alright, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, besides the 1 second we had probably yesterday on this video, now we have 6 seconds, maybe a little bit 7. All I'm gonna say is, fellas, this is what it looks like. With that said, I will call this day 3 of this entire challenge. I'll be seeing you tomorrow for day 4, where we put this shit into high gear. See you in day 4. Shmang.
And since I mentioned a hurdle a hot second ago, day 4 went almost perfectly, no flaws. I was muted the entire time. Mind you, we had some insight until now. Okay, guys, come on. It's just small commentary. Sprake stocks went down. Sorry, guys, we're gonna come back up. Therefore, this day was reserved for making the still images I was referring to before. The silence was deafening. The grind and the effort had to go on. Anyways, day 5.
So a bit of a problem.
The video I edited last night does not even reach 1 minute. We have like, what, 15 or 10 seconds remaining for that video, so I guess you have to include that as well.
Putting different voice lines, like at different times of the day.
You can notice the difference for the people who don't know.
You gotta match the vocal cords, the expression you're using in that voice.
Oh, it does not come easy, I'll tell you what.
So it's best to do it in one fell swoop, which again I didn't do.
Day 5 made me realize something very important. I wasn't animating anymore. I was problem solving, as weird as it sounds. Keep in mind we're already past the halfway mark, and time for this challenge is running thin. And when you're out of needed time, perfection stops mattering. The real problem is getting the video done. And having to stretch the video out with additional visuals, it also means you gotta do some stuff from scratch. And that also brings problems. And it can literally tear itself apart. But knowing me, I found a loophole.
I can probably use one of the previous assets I've used in a scene. I could probably like redraw them, and then from there,
I can just like do a complete 180 while he's like looking at the screen and be like,
wait, that's even cooler.
in amongst a crowd of people.
That's how you get inspired and keeps people, you know, and captivated. Why is my camera a little bit tilted, or am I tripped?
Because again, there's nothing wrong with reusing assets.
The question is, how would you reuse them? That's the thing you should be wondering.
And of course, that brings me to quote-unquote survival mode. As corny as that sounds. I was trying to make it work regardless. You understand why in a minute.
So this is what I got going on right now.
Finish the back sign. We're gonna use this happy expression for this part of the line. For these other parts that you see,
After that sentence,
we're gonna be using this 180 that I just made. Again, listen, don't trash talk me yet, okay? This is still experimental.
it requires a little bit of a do-over,
But overall, it's good.
At this point, it didn't need to be perfect. Coming from a guy who's a tiny bit of a perfectionist, it just needed to be good for the eye. No overcomplicating needed.
So, how the f am I drawing the...
which I assume like.
How would you even draw something like that? For this, I have no clue.
I mean, obviously I'm not gonna trace over it, but like.
I have an idea, I guess.
Now look, considering we needed a little bit of shock value for this video, adding a bit of a jump scare to a lighthearted video like this is just something that feels out of place, enough for people to get thrown off guard. But that would be short-lived after I was done with drawing it, reason being...
Wait, I can just draw like a smug one.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm definitely using this as an inspo. I can draw like a cheekbone. I can just make his shoulders.
A little bit up.
Don't you turn up. Is it that great that I predicted when the camera was gonna turn off? In case you haven't, this is your sign to like, subscribe, and comment.
Moving along, I finally crossed the point where the visuals stopped feeling awkward to work with or me not knowing how to approach a situation, so everything had proceeded smoothly. Surprisingly. Now, with all these obstacles out of the way, at least the ones we had so far, it's safe to say that we're putting gas to the pedal for tomorrow. Simply because so far it was about making sure that the vision we had for the video was put on paper. Now we're making sure it could be finished. Takeaway from this should be just make something exist first. You can make it good later as you go along.
Theoretically, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say we completed the storyboard and also the video as well. As I said, we're gonna give this video a few days to marinate and to see the results after day 7. Again, whether I need to make like some needed revisions for this thing, I'll make it apparent. Don't you worry about nothing. Again, fellas, this is where we conclude day 5. As I said from the previous day, we're gonna continue this editing progress tomorrow. But overall, I'm gonna say is, man, we are at the finish line. And listen, when you're at the finish line, give it your all, no matter what. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'll conclude day 5. And I will be seeing you for day 6, where we conclude the video. And on day 7, the video goes live. Chicka chicka boys, day 6. I think we literally patched out all the work that we needed, and now we just need to finish up what's rest of the video. That's pretty much it. The video goes live tomorrow. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it our all. Let's make this work.
Well, we're here. We used up all of our ideas and drawings, made the necessary animations, and now we're finally here to refine them. No time left for any reworks, no redesigns, or pushing stuff for tomorrow. Forward was the only option remaining.
It's already dark outside. No, it's actually dark outside. What the fuck? God damn.
Editing is something I'm already familiar with. My grind speaks for it, and my style shows it, but...
Not gonna lie, fellas, the pressure is getting to me because the creative juices are running out of me. Listen, if I were to make something creative, I have no idea how long will that take. I have no idea how this video is gonna perform. Zero clue. I mean, of course, everything you put effort in has a great result, but really makes you think.
For surface level stuff, it typically goes like me reopening the timeline, nothing changes. I thought there was still time. There wasn't. And this happens...
Dude, again. Oh well.
Just every fix introduced a new problem. But it also makes me think of something that can catch and keep people's attention. Of course, nothing I couldn't handle. It was just all too familiar. Well, not exactly everything. You see, I was hiding a trump card in plain sight from you that was crucial for this part that you're about to see. And the same part you saw in the intro is about to make its welcome right at this part.
We got one major part of the puzzle piece that we can use. Wait, let me cook. Oh, I found it. I found it. Oh my god. Oh, this is so oh, the cringe is getting to me. There is more. Oh my god, this is gonna be pristine. Dude. Look at this. Dude, how did I think of this? No, I just suddenly remembered that I had this laying under my bed. This is a piece of my childhood, dude. This is quite literally the final piece. Now we need to add like quirky music.
So your boy pressed along. He just did the editing. It was nothing specifically regarding animation, even though this entire challenge is situated around it. But to some, it's just another day for editing or compiling footage. And one not.
Now that we added the music, the finishing touches to the video, 99% of this challenge is completed. Video is completely done. But we have one more thing to get to. And that thing, what if I just... These are final 3 thumbnails that we got. Okay, the main point, or like the main premise, is to follow up with the intro of the video so like people will see like, oh, I didn't see this before. We completed everything under the sun for the sake of this experiment. And for day 7 tomorrow is when the video goes live. Again, tomorrow's Wednesday, the most optimal time for people to watch YouTube videos after XYZ thing they're doing. I'll be seeing you tomorrow for the last day. Have a good one.
Last day, fellas. Hold on. This is day 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, a whole week.
So here's the game plan. The video's done. Now we need to research on how they format those videos. Again, you should not really put 100% of your time in like, oh, how do I put these hashtags and words and tags on my videos? Listen, if your video is good, people will watch it. Simple as that. I mean, I took my time. I worked on the video. I mean, the video speaks for itself that you're watching right now.
What the f***? Alright, I gotta add a phone number to this.
1 second.
If throughout all these previous days you'd think I wouldn't have any issues, then trust me when I tell you this day wasn't any different from the rest.
Okay, I need to figure out a way out to add a phone number to this.
Cause it's not taking my phone number.
I really hope this is not what I'm doing right now is illegal. So I'm just gonna blur this entire part.
So, what did the YouTuber trademark do? He spent 50 minutes putting a phone number in.
Look at that thumbnail test. Okay, the thumbnail test, we're putting this in. Okay, we're putting this in. Let's get it. Wait, did I upload the banner? Did I not upload a fucking banner? I did not upload a fucking banner. Okay, hold on. I got a few minutes to get this through. How in all these 7 days I completely forgot to make a banner for this channel? Okay, there we go.
Let's keep it a buck. The moment where everything should be easy after trials and tribulations, it just isn't. But overall, the final minute struck. And lo and behold,
Come the fuck over here, don't you dare die on me. Okay, it's heating up. Okay, I gotta make this quick. The video that I spent like a whole week making is going live now. Done, ladies and gentlemen.
it was over.
Alright.
So that said, that's the end of the 7-day challenge, ladies and gentlemen. So now that the video is out, as you've just seen, I'll be seeing you in a whole week because we gotta wait for the results. Because again, I just kind of laid out my thoughts for this entire video and this process, how it's gonna go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in a whole week. Chicka chicka pow! Well, it's been a hot second, hasn't it? So yeah, listen, it's been a little bit more than 7 days since the video went live. Even though the initial plan was supposed to be like after, let's say, a week we're gonna check this out, but I guess that didn't happen. So as I said, this is a live reaction to see how the video is gonna perform, so I'll be seeing you in a hot second. Let's type our channel name real quick. Mind you, we're gonna complete incognito tabs. Alright. And, lo and behold, there it is. And, questionable, dare I say. But either way, for this one singular video, let's look at the general stats real quick. So far, he got 33 subscribers off of this one video. And mind you, for a video of this caliber, for some people it might not be good, might be good for their actual first video. Overall, I guess we kind of did our job. You know, we did what we could. You know, the algorithm showed its thing. Maybe it could have been a tiny bit used to more to the thumbnail or the title. Either way, folks, this is the result of this challenge. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.
Where did I go wrong? That thing was supposed to get at least like 100k views. I already have videos that did much more. I used up all the knowledge I have right now on this, so it just makes me think. Was the thumbnail bad? Did I trend hop because of the title? Was it just both? Did I not put in enough effort? Did I not plan thoroughly? Like, where did I go wrong with this? There must be an answer. So why in the fuck does this happen? What am I even saying? Okay, maybe it wasn't even me looking at the bigger picture though. 150 different people decided to stop by and click on that specific video. That's more people than could fit in my room. And within that group of people, they share their thoughts on the YouTube video I made. Whether it's them dropping a like, or more importantly, commenting what they enjoyed, sharing what they've seen, they liked what I made. I decided to sit down for a whole week and make a video dedicated to one of my hobbies. That should be more than enough of a reason that I have greatness in me. Maybe even in the face of failure, slow results, wanting to quit, and still having the hunger and the desire to beat all of those. And by that alone, you're already living in that definition of success.